Okay, so officially, I want to introduce you to the jungle. Ellen, we're very happy to have you in the jungle doing an interview. When I heard you speak the first time about your product, I was like, oh, every woman, every girl should be exposed to this. So expose the jungle to what you do, please.
Okay, so what I do, I'm an independent Damsel Pro with Damsel in Defense, and we offer a line of products that help you keep you safe. Whether you're at home, you're shopping, you're on vacation, you're in your car, you need to teach your kids about tricky people and tricky situations. And we have a line that will help you do that. So, and my mission is I want to help women develop the warrior mindset versus the whatever mindset, to develop situational awareness by educating, equipping, and empowering them with the right tools to keep them safe and give them confidence, so that they will have a way out if they ever feel threatened.
That's awesome. And what is the name of the company?
It's Damsel in Defense. A lot of people say damsel in distress, but it's defense, so you're not in distress.
Ah, oh yeah, I like that. I didn't pick up on that. That's like a play in words there.
Yes.
That's really great. So tell me a little bit about your purpose, your passion, how this all comes together in your own knowing of this is what you're supposed to be doing right now, and this is your purpose.
I had a friend, one of my best friends back in 1984. It was a year after we graduated from high school. She was at college and she was abducted and they never found her. So, and then I have another friend over a year ago. She was abducted in front of her daughter in their apartment complex. The guy got her in the car and later she was found deceased. And so I have a passion. It's like if they could have had, there's no telling what, if my friend Renee, if she had had a stun gun with her at the time, and it would have given her an option to get away. Or if, my friend that was abducted and killed, if her daughter had something in their hand, it would have given them more of a chance before what could have happened. So that fuels my passion to get out there. And women, and you hear, about the sex trafficking nowadays, and that just breaks my heart. Or the domestic abuse, the sexual assault with children. We have things out there now that we can help, hopefully, one of the women not become one of the statistics.
Yeah. That's so great. And so you said that you're being married to a police officer. You call him a cop, but I'll be a little more respectful since I'm not his wife, a police officer. What kind of things do you educate just based on being married to him and learning about what's going on the streets every day?
It's just be aware of your surroundings, know what's going on. So many times I see, especially young girls, or they're on their phone, or moms, or everything. They're paying attention to the kids. They're on their phones. They're not looking. It's like, get off the phones. Pay attention. Know what's going around. Look for the signs. I mean, if you're walking to your car and you see a big old van or dark car there beside it, and that gut feeling of yours going, listen to your gut, because 99% of the time, your gut is right. Go back in. It's okay to go back in and say, can you walk me to my car? Most of it's just being aware of your surrounding and listening to your gut feeling.
You know what happened to me yesterday? I went to a Walmart, and it was in a part of town I don't normally go into, and I needed to run in and get something. And so I pull into this Walmart. I know that I'm in a part of town where it's high crime. And I come out of the Walmart, and sure enough, a stranger approaches me. He's like a panhandler asking for money. And I was approaching my car, and I said, no, to keep him away, stay away. And then I waited to get in my car until he kept walking. I just was not going to open the car door, because I knew if he had any intentions to mug me, that once I opened my car door, that would give him access to come into my car and attack me. And I've heard about these attacks that happen in the parking lots. So I just stood there and waited, and he looked at me again to see what I was doing before he kept walking. And I was like, wow,
Yeah, that's one of the things I teach women is like, a lot of women are like, they don't want to say anything. It's like, confront somebody. It's okay to confront them. Look them in the eye, because a lot of attackers, they want to get in and not be noticed or seen. But if you've looked at them, you've spoken to them,
Yeah.
you can identify them. And that was great that you did in the car, because a lot of times, being from the law officer's wife, it's like, you hear, if they get you in the car, the chances are the outcome's going to be a lot worse if they didn't get you in the car.
And that was just a product of me listening to my gut. It was really like my intuition told me, don't open your car door.
Yeah.
And so tell me, have you sold your product to anyone who has used it yet, or do you?
Well, I don't know.
Stories, tell us some good stories.
Well, I haven't, any of the ones I've sold it to or given it to, but I have a friend that is also a Damsel pro, and she actually, one night, her and her daughter had stopped at a Whataburger after, I want to say, a dance recital, and while she was there was a disturbance behind them, and there was a teenage boy in a headlock. They were choking him, choke lock, by an younger, it was a gentleman, it was a young man, but older than the teenager. And she was like, okay, I got to do something. So she pulled out her stun gun. She's like, stop. The guy wouldn't stop and everything. So she fired off. The stun gun did make him release the hold.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now she's a hero.
Yes. The police were calling everything. She was a little nervous at first, but the cop was like, good job,
Wow, that's a great story. That's a really great story. What would you tell yourself to your, let's say 20 or 30 years ago? What would be the message? What would you wish that someone would have told you? Or what would be your message to the younger you back then, 20, 30 years ago?
To consistently surround myself with people that encourage, that would lift me up, support me in what I would do, and that our circumstances don't define who we are. So many people, younger gentlemen, it's like whatever they're in, that defines them. And it's like, I'm never going to get past this. It's like, you can't get past it. It's not defining you. It's just the circumstance. To listen to your gut, because that gut feeling is 99% of the, right? Don't put yourself in harmful situations. Do what you love.
Yeah. Wow. I love it. You got a few messages in there for sure. And as you and what you do, and who you are at this stage of life, if you had the opportunity to shout out to the world, like stand up on the rooftop and shout out your one-line message to the world, what would be your one-line message to the world? Shout it out from the rooftop.
Are you prepared? Because it can be a tough world out there, so protect yourself and be a cactus. Make them regret touching you.
Are you prepared? And be a cactus. Make them regret they touched you. Wow.
If you ever thought about it, you actually
kind of feel it and experience it firsthand. And I love it.
You grab a cactus, or you actually bump into a cactus, you're going to feel it, and it's going to hurt when you're pulling those out. So make them regret. Be a cactus.
Yeah, that's so great. I think it's really, one of the things that I've found to be the biggest challenge of being a female in the world today is that keeping my femininity. I want to have an open heart. I want to spread the feminine spirit and the feminine message. And at the same time, I do feel like I need to defend myself. Like speaking up and standing up for myself has been the biggest lesson, the biggest life lesson. And to do it without getting to becoming to feeling like or looking like I'm on the defense all the time, like, don't mess with Kelly, kind of thing. And so I think that's really a great way to balance things out. It's like, okay, have your tools, stay aware. And at the same time, you do want to be approachable to people, the right people. So you have to make sure you're out to attract the right people. hang out, surround yourself with the right people. I love the whole thing you've said. Everything you've said has just been really very profound and very beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so you have how many tools, how many different tools? Name your tools. You have what did you call it? The Depiton, or it's
Kubaton is our striking tools. Kubaton is a pain enforcer, strength enforcer. We have our stun guns, which is a pain compliance tool. We have our pepper sprays, which I love our pepper sprays. They are 18%, which is the hottest you can carry. And they have a UV dye in them. So afterwards, if the police pick up the attacker afterwards, they can identify with the black light up to almost a week later.
wow.
Yeah, we have like little gloves if you're a jogger running that holds your tool so you won't drop it. We have tools for your car. The one that's my favorite is the road trip tool. It is a seatbelt cutter, a glass breaker, a flashlight, a beacon, an alarm. So it's just something that's great to have in your car because you never know what's going to happen when you break down. We have a line of books that will teach the kids about tricky people and tricky situations, and they're written by people for the children. It's not in graphic details. It helps them bring up the conversations with the parents or the grandparents as you're reading to the child. Let's see what else there's just so many. I get so excited about them. We have a new thing now that is a Shield community. It's an app you download on your phone, and it's great. It's free. You just go into the App Store, look for Shield Community by Damsel in Defense. You set it up. You pick 5 contacts, and what will happen is if you feel threatened or in a dangerous situation, you open the app, hit the button that says send alert, and it has those 5 people. It will send your GPS location to those 5 people. And as you travel, as long as the phone's with you as you're traveling, it will update however often you decided. And the first, we just came out and launched our new pepper spray, and it is Bluetooth to that app. So if you're in a situation, you deploy your pepper spray, you spray it, it's going to send a notification. Ellen's pepper spray was used at this GPS location, and it's going to send that location. And until you sign on the app that I'm safe and put in your 4-digit code, it will keep updating it, which I think Damsel is doing so many great things with that app and like the pepper sprays to send your GPS. I mean, it's a game changer.
What would you like for people to know in terms of how to get a hold of you, what you have to offer? I will be taking the links that you sent me and putting them on the YouTube description below the YouTube video so people can contact you and can follow you on Facebook and so forth. What else would you like to say about following you, or where they can find you?
Yeah, just go to my webpage. You can contact me through my webpage. You want to look at the products, they're all on there. They have some other little deals where you can look and do some research. Contact me. You can order directly from the page. You want to meet up for lunch or coffee and just talk, I would be happy to. Follow me on Facebook. I haven't been the best person on Facebook, but I'm getting better. I'm fixing to start doing live videos. My husband and I are going to start doing like once a week, like how to get out of this hold, or I'm going to be sharing about the different tools. I'm going to get out Bob, my self-defense dummy, and show how you can strike, where to strike, some of the pressure points. So those are going to be a weekly thing. I haven't decided if I'm going to do Safety Sunday or Safety Saturday. So I'll be doing that, but just follow me, call me. I'd be happy to meet with a group of ladies, a group of friends, girlfriends. If you just want to make a girls' night out, they can be really fun when I bring Bob and talk about everything. Their favorite part is getting to stun Bob. And I can speak to a women's group. I can speak to a women's group. I've done just the presentations. I have a PowerPoint. I even have a PowerPoint for realtor safety showings, like how to be safe as a realtor, that I can even speak to a group of realtors and do that as well.
Oh, that's really great. Sure. Yes, of course. That's a great market for you.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so fantastic. So very good. I really appreciate this interview. Thank you for taking the time, and we're going to spread your word. on my
And
YouTube
thank
channel,
you.
and also I will be sending you the link so you can put it on your Facebook page, and we'll share it with Women Help
Awesome.
Women
Thank you so
Network.
much.
You are so
Uh,
welcome, and I will see you soon, Ellen.